Hello everybody, it's TannerFishies here, back again with a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we're going to be taking a super casual and non-professional look at this new Ninjago comic that was recently released in the United Kingdom, from what I can understand, as a part of a Ninjago magazine. Now, me living in the United States, we do not have access to these types of comics, and this comic in and of itself does seem to have some type of relevance to the ending of Ninjago Seabound. According to what we can see in this comic, this does indeed take place after Seabound has concluded, making this a type of season 16 preview, maybe? I'm not really sure what to call this here. It does indeed take place after Ninjago Seabound, but regarding whether or not this is canon, I certainly could not tell you. Usually these comics tend not to be canon, but this does take place after Seabound, so I figured this could be interesting to look through together, and in today's video, we're just going to read through this, and as we go through, I will be giving my thoughts on it. It's quite a lengthy comic, so without further ado, why don't we go ahead and dive on into it. And after the video, feel free to let me know in the comments what you think about the comic, and maybe if you guys could tell me a little bit more about where these comics come from, that would be amazing. So starting off right at the top here, this comic is called The Sea Beast. Kai says, "Time to accept it, Jay. She's gone," as Jay looks out into the ocean. Kind of sad, obviously reminiscing about Nia and her sacrifice. That's easy for you to say, Kai, but Nia saved my life. Letting someone like that go is easier said than done. You'd think that Kai would actually feel somewhat similar to you, Jay, but hey, what do I know? Without her intervention, I would have never survived with so much water in my lungs, and to stop that from happening, she became one with the ocean. That she did, Jay. That she did. A special connection is forged with anyone who saves your life. You wouldn't understand. Wouldn't understand. Jay, she was my sister. How hard do you think this is for me? True statement there, Kai. Maybe Kai would be a little bit more devastated. Probably around the same level as Jay here. I'm not even sure if Jay would still be a ninja. I guess we'll see what happens in season 16. But she was only able to defeat Wajira and save Ninjago Island by turning into water. It was her decision, and we have to respect that, Jay, even if only out of gratitude that we're all still safe. I still can't quite believe that she's gone. I love being out here at the coast because I have a feeling that she's still close. Alright, a little bit of a weird line there, but whatever. The feeling, no, Kai, you're absolutely right. She is close to us here. They're obviously right next to the water itself. She turned into water and became one with the ocean, so at least part of her might be here. It's like sugar in tea. You can't see it, but it's still there. Certainly keeping a more optimistic approach to this entire thing. I figured maybe they would be a little bit more devastated, but hey, what do I know? I'm just a lowly YouTuber. How about we search the coast? I bet we'll find a trace of her somewhere. Good idea. A short time later. Good luck. Thanks for dropping us off, Pixel. We'll meet you in 2 days at the bay south of the Golden Peaks. Hey, Golden Peaks? Interesting. Will that have something to do with all the golden power madness happening in the season 16 sets? Guess we'll just have to wait and see. After a long walk, hey, maybe those fishermen have seen something. So I love how they're actually looking for Nia here. They are actively going out of their way to search for Nia. Kind of interesting to say the least, I guess you could say. A woman in the water? Oh, you bet I saw one. Really? Sure, she was a real-life mermaid. She was sitting on the rocks and singing a lovely song, I guess you could say. I also saw a mermaid, and she was this long. Oh, excellent. I saw a mermaid too, and she was enormous, more like a mer giant. Haha, someone got paid extra for that one. Cheer up, Jay. Next time we'll find her. I think that's what you'd call a false alarm. Why do fishermen like to tell such stories? Well, Cole, because they are fishermen and have literally nothing else going on in their lives. This page is kind of blurry, but bear with me here. A little further on, look, a beachcomber. Maybe he's seen something. You didn't see anything unusual out here, did you? No, I look for treasure on the beach. I don't spend much time looking in the ocean. Well, have you found anything valuable yet today? No, unfortunately, these days I only find rubbish. Ah, yes, this is definitely from the UK. I only find rubbish that people throw away without thinking. That's why I always have a bin bag with me. Somebody needs to clear up. That's pretty cool of you. Everyone should do something like that. Little subtle environmental message there. I agree, the environment is rather important. Moving on down to this lower panel right down here. Again, kind of blurry, so just bear with me on this one. That's all very well, but let's keep going and see if anyone can find something or whatever that says there. Again, kind of blurry. Try the next bay. There are fishermen coming home with their catch. Take a bin bag with you so you can do some good along the coast. Right, you are, and thanks for the tip. Ah, the ninja helping out the environment whenever they can. They're good people as they search for their lost friend Nia, who became one with the ocean. In the next bay, something unusual unusual. We see unusual stuff every day at sea, you land lubbers. All right, I don't speak fisherman. If you guys want to enlighten me in the chat, feel free to do so. What else do we got down here? Just today, we encountered the most frightening sea monster. It was so huge it could have eaten 3 fishing boats for breakfast. Its eyes burned as red as fire, and it filled the air with so much smoke, we thought it would set our boat alight. I wonder if they mean Wajira? Then it might have something to do with Nia. Negative, that description doesn't sound like it matches up. Don't listen to those sea dogs, they just love to tell silly fairy tales. You hear that? Let's keep going. So it sounds like these guys aren't going to be much help either in finding Nia in the next harbor. It was a nightmare. In fact, I'm incredibly lucky to have escaped alive. A sea witch wanted to sink my boat. She was huge and it looked like her body was made of water. Hey, that looks like the Nia that we all know and love. How about that there? Maybe we have finally found her. That sounds like Nia. Maybe we finally have a lead. Even if that was her, she would never think about attacking a boat. If anything, she should help seafarers in the storm, not threaten them. Sounds like another tall tale from an imaginative sailor. Yeah, it seems like people are only interested in trumping each other's stories since the Great Flood. I wonder if these fairy tales have already spread into the city as rumors. Good thing Pixel's picking us up in the next bay. When Pixel takes the ninja back home in the harbor of Ninjago City. What's going on here at the harbor? I don't believe it. What can't you believe, Kai? What's going on? Grr, step up and see the sea monster everyone's talking about. I tracked it down, caught it, and will sell it to the highest bidder. Hey, that guy looks familiar. Interesting. So big. Wow. Chatter. All right, interesting. Moving on from that lovely panel, going on down here. Hey, it's Misdemeanor. What's she doing here? I guess the monster isn't a rumor after all. I'd better take a closer look at this. Wait, look who else is in the front row view. Misdemeanor, what's she doing here? My thoughts exactly. Misdemeanor has returned. Pretty good character. Hopefully she does something fun here. We should take Ninjago City by storm with this monster by our side. Over here, I'll take the beast off your hands. But of course, madam, you're certainly a very wealthy woman. Swoosh, swoosh, bam, tap, tap. Not so fast, Miss D. Stop right there. What's going on here? I do all my own sound effects, by the way. Feel free to email me about business opportunities. We don't know what you're planning, but as it's you, it can't be anything good. You'd best pack your stuff and leave. Not really a J line to say, is it? My stuff? Do you mean these things? What is she pointing at? I can't tell. And then the ninja just start punching everyone. Ow, oof, oh, punch, kick, ninja go, jump up, kick back, yada, 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 and spin. So that's taking care of your roughnecks. Ready to surrender? Surrender? Why would I? I still have these two. This is a pretty sweet image of Misdemeanor, I must say. Pretty cool stuff there. Otherwise, the rest of this panel is just kind of boring, I guess you could say. Whoosh, take cover. This calls for elemental power. Maybe we should have led with that next time. Zane freezes Misdemeanor's fire right down there. Good stuff there. What else do we got here? Not bad, Zane, but how long does ice last against fire? Long enough to let me try something, Cole says with enthusiasm. Haha, and you're next, ninja. You certainly talk a lot of rubbish. Haha, line of the century right there coming from Cole. Not too shabby there. What else do we got? Watch out, the curtain is catching on fire. That's for talking rubbish to me. They certainly say rubbish a lot in this British Ninjago comic, don't they? Wait a minute, it's not even real. Well, you see, quick, get it off. Oh no, my sea monster. Might have read these two panels out of order, but hey, that's what happens when you read a lot of manga. Now let's see who's hiding under all of these disguises. Hey, it's Ronin. Hey, let's see who's really under that mask. A little bit of a Scooby-Doo moment there. We love to see it. Aren't you ashamed of yourself for trying to cheat these people? Why? The sea monster everyone's talking about is nothing more than a rumor. So if it isn't even real, then selling something fake is actually more honest, right? And now the cops have shown up and handcuffed Misdemeanor. Listen, young man. Is Ronin a young man? I thought Ronin was like ancient. Listen, young man, that was borderline fraud. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but if it turns out that the sea monster does actually exist, then you'll be getting the same treatment as Misdemeanor. And so, okay, I've definitely had enough of fake sea monsters. Would you honestly prefer real ones? Don't tempt fate. You never know what the next adventure has in store. I see what you're doing there, Lloyd. Setting up for the future, eh? And with that being said, you guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for my thoughts on this comic that allegedly takes place after Ninjago Seabound. Kind of a lengthy read, and if I'm being honest, I'm not sure how much of this actually applies to Ninjago Season 16. I'm sure some interactions and some character themes may in fact play over into the next season season. But in terms of if this is an actual preview for Ninjago Season 16, like I said, it's hard to say. I doubt we're going to see anything like this go down in Season 16, that's for sure. This just might be one of those fun, non-canon comics. But again, if you guys have these comics in your country, let me know down below in the comments more about them. I'm always interested to hear more about these Ninjago magazines that include comics such as this, because like I said, me living in the United States, we don't have a lot of this going on over here. We don't get Ninjago magazines on a monthly basis. And if you guys made it to the end of the video, I thank you so much for watching. Tell me down below in the comments what you think about this comic, and would you like to see any of these themes carry over into Season 16? What did you think about this comic overall? Me personally, it was alright, not really my cup of tea, and I doubt we're going to see anything similar to this in Season 16, but hey, at least it's pretty fun to see something that happens after Seabound, right? Even if it's technically not canon. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and as always, check out the links down below in the description for other forms of social media. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Once again, you guys, my name is TannerFishies, and with that, I bid you farewell.